The second student presentation is by Jeylee. She is a recent graduate of the UCLA Political Science Department and the UCLA Labor and Workplace Studies program. This presentation showcases a popular education tool used to creatively disseminate information, known as a gallery walk, featuring the Young Workers in LA Research Project. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. So today I'm going to talk about gallery walks. Why do we use them? Why do we need them? And how do we use them in showcasing our findings on Young Workers in LA project? So what is a gallery walk? It's a popular educational tool to disseminate information and data. And the type of data that we use in these gallery walks are powerful, captivating, surprising, and also can be potentially problematic. So the agenda for the gallery walk was to show preliminary findings of the Young Workers NLA survey to our partners and young workers. We also wanted to facilitate discourse among the community and also for them to facilitate conversations about our findings. So who are the attendees? The attendees were young workers and also our community partners, such as the Restaurant Opportunity Center, United Food and Commercial Workers, Food Chain Workers Alliance, and so on. So what did we use in the gallery walk? Like I said, we needed to interpret the data. So of course, we had to use data. So what kind of data do we use? We needed to identify data that was relevant to the community and workers. We needed to also pick data that was powerful, interesting, controversial, and also captivating to the attendees. We also needed to turn in the data into statements. For example, X amount percent experience something in the workplace. And how do we present this data? We needed to find a creative way to present the data. So what we did is we developed visually attractive infographics and memes to present these findings. For example, we went to websites such as Canva and PictoChart to create the memes that are shown in the screen. And these materials were enlarged printed infographics, data, pictures, which were posted all around the room in order to create our gallery walk. So now we're going to talk about the gallery walk. So what do we do in a gallery walk? So what we did is we created 4 stations. These stations were spending, unions, violations, and scheduling. The activity pertains of creating groups, which these groups then review and reflect on the data in each section. In each of the sections, there is a facilitator. The facilitator encourages group discussion and asks questions to encourage this group discussion, such as, what does this data show? What are the powerful issues? What are the experiences of young workers? What about their conditions? And the facilitator is there to take notes regarding these answers for the questions. After each group goes to each section, we regroup. And this is called gallery walk discussion. We report back. Group discussion involves of talking about problems and strengths of the data. For example, what problem strengths does the data show about young workers, our families, our communities? Also, we talked about what did you find surprising, what was missing, or what seemed wrong about the data presented. And so this facilitated the conversation around solutions. What needs to happen to address these problems? And also, participants asked questions and presented concerns about some of these data points that either they didn't understand or they were shocked to find out about. So after group discussion, we wrapped up. The next step for us was really to create this discourse and also look at the questions and look at the answers that we came up with and also solutions, and ended up creating recommendations. So like I said, we recapped the problems and solutions, and we brainstormed about possible solutions. For example, if young workers don't know their rights, maybe we could have an early education program in high school, so at an early age, young workers could know their rights. Facilitators in this section, which were the research team, we reviewed and synthesized the strategies and solutions. We also began to refine these solutions and these notes and talked about how we can move forward with these recommendations, issues that were brought up, questions, and so on. Our next step for the research team was to really look at these recommendations and solutions. And what we learned from the gallery walk was that we can engage workers and community. Also, we can engage students across campuses. So we could talk about more about the issues that regards young workers in Los Angeles. Gallery walks also create participatory and popular educational tools that spark discussions about issues impacting young people today in engaging ways. And also, what this helps is it helps develop policy recommendations and solutions to improve these working conditions. Not only does this facilitate discourse and engages the community, but most importantly, it also creates leadership development opportunities for undergrads and workers to learn how to create visual information about data and how to present it. And also it creates an opportunity for undergrads and young researchers to act as spokespeople with the media and policy arenas to disseminate these type of findings. Thank you.